Hello, social media. Hello, everybody. I am so happy that you have decided to join me on today. So I welcome you. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Lakitatsharpe's famous, exclusive, inspirational channel. I am so happy to be here on today. I am so happy um, to be here on today. So we are looking at today is Monday and it's December 2nd. Today is Monday and it's December 2nd. And yeah, so here we are, December 2nd. So let us get going. Check out all of my books over at Amazon.com. There are over 130 books for you to choose from over at Amazon.com. And also head to my website for additional inspiration. And if you want to support me here at the ministry, feel free to sow a seed and support me here at the ministry. So just know that you are blessed beyond measure. You are blessed beyond measure. So let us talk, shall we? So here's the message. Your family is in love with the past you. Your family is in love with the past you. You see, you are at a different place in your life. If you are a successful person and you've been working on yourself, you have been doing the necessary work on you, and you have been growing, you have been developing, you have been, moving towards your future, you have been working towards your greatness. Well, your family pretty much is in love with the old you. So you may find yourself surrounded by family and they bring up, oh my God, they bring up every past story about you, things that you have forgotten, that you have literally outgrown, that you don't even think about no more. You are literally light years away from that, So here's the thing. You may be wondering, like, wow, I love my family, okay, but you are at a different place in your life. You are self-developing, you are growing, you are your future self. You are literally, walking in your greatness, you're walking in your calling, you're walking, and you're walking forward. And they're pretty much like focused on your future, your past self. So it's like they are more comfortable with who you used to be. And your greatness, they don't relate to your greatness. They don't mirror your greatness. So they are not embracing, the new you. They're not embracing the grown you and celebrating the person you have grown. You are not the same. You are not that person anymore. And your family can only see the old you. They are stuck on the old you. So you may ask, well, Lakita, how do I maneuver this? How do I, I love my family, but it's hard for me to, detach from my family. I still hang out with my family, or I'm still a part of my family. How do I maneuver through this? So this is the thing. They are pretty much not comfortable with the new you. Okay. And I'm sure you probably are not comfortable with them being around them as comfortable as you want, because you are at a different mind space. You are at a different place. So here's the thing. You have to set up some healthy boundaries. You need to set up, this is what's going to be important right now. You're going to have to set up some healthy boundaries, okay? Literally boundaries. And this is what's going to help. So that means that you can't hang around them all the time. You can't be in their space all the time, because you have come too far just to conform back into that, to that space, into that mindset. You have improved. You have developed. You are literally walking. You are an improved product. You are literally an improved product. You know how they shut down a restaurant and then they rebuild the restaurant, so now it's new, improved. It has new features. You're like a new computer. You're like a new computer. You're no longer the same software. You have different software. You are literally a different person, and they're not comfortable with embracing the new you, and so being around your family is not pretty much who you want to be around and hang around with all the time, because that's not you. You have outgrown your family. You have outgrown them in a lot of ways. And when you hang around them, all they're going to do is remind you of all the mistakes that you have made. All they're going to do is remind you of every bad thing that you have done, which that's not even you anymore. That's not even you anymore. You're not even the same version of yourself. That's not even you. You are nowhere near what your past looks like. That was your past. And somehow the past always has its way of working its way in our future. As you want to move forward and as you want to push forward, your family wants to remind you of your future. Of your past. Don't you remember you used to, I'm just using it as an example, say like you gave up wine, you gave up weed, you gave up, sleeping around and all this stuff, or you gave up profanity, you gave up all these things, and they're like, don't you remember you used to drink with us? Don't you remember, you used to have an attitude problem? Don't you remember you used to, go out to the club with us? Don't you remember, And they will just literally bring you back to where they are to make them feel comfortable. Your greatness is too big. Your greatness is too much for them. Literally, your greatness is like, you're too great. You're just too great, and to be celebrated, to be around partners, whether it's romantic, and to be in like a romantic relationship where, it's romantic, and, and for them to be, how can I say, celebrating you, to be in the right romantic relationship where they're celebrating you and they are uplifting you, and to be around the family that supports you on your journey. You get what I'm saying? supports you, elevates you. They celebrate this new you, and so you need to surround yourself the best way you can with more people who celebrates your current state who celebrates you and not stuck on the past you. Because it's hard. It's hard when you are moving forward and you are living in the future, right? You're living in the future and they are in their past. They're in the past. You're not that anymore. You don't even relate to them anymore, really. You hardly even relate to them because you are, they're complaining about their job. They're complaining about life. They're complaining about not being happy. They're complaining about relationships. They're complaining about, life circumstances. And you are pretty much living, honestly, like almost you're going into your best part of your life. Almost going into the best promised land of your life. You are literally, on a different bus. You're on a different you're on a different plan than them. You are in a different wavelength, on a different channel, So you need to set some necessary boundaries. So it's almost as if you're not comfortable with them and they not comfortable with you. It's almost like, they're not comfortable with you and they're not comfortable with the greatness you and you're being in all this full confidence and you're not comfortable with them because it's making you, feel a certain kind of way. You feel more low. It kind of brings you lower, than higher. It's not conversations that you're talking about that's bringing you higher. It's kind of pretty much bringing you low. So it's like when you go around them, you have to be on the surface. You have to talk about, regular stuff. When you're extraordinary, you are an extraordinary person, and it's gonna be real nice to get around people who celebrate you, and see you. You are surrounded by people who they don't get it. They don't get it. They haven't connected with themselves yet. Haven't connected with their purpose yet. To know you are walking in your purpose. You are walking, in another dimension, and it's really hard, It's really hard. And so you have to have boundaries. You have to have boundaries. You have to have boundaries. So that's what I can tell you, and don't spend your time with your family all the time. You got to learn to separate yourself, and have some healthy boundaries. And if they need you, you are there for them if they need you. So I hope this is helping somebody and helping you out. Remember, you are blessed beyond measure. You are blessed beyond measure, and God is going to take care of you. He's going to take care of your needs. Everything you are going through and dealing with, God is going to help you and see you through. But anyway, we are the chosen ones. We do right. We live right. We make a lot of mistakes, but we are the chosen. We are the chosen ones. Remember, check out all of my books over at Amazon.com. There are over 130 books for you to choose from. I will see you in the next video. I hope this helps you. Bye.